Hi, everybody. Allergies again. I hope all is well. I was telling you on Monday that I was taking Loki in to see the vet, which was yesterday. Um, News came back that he had either, she took out the bump, I explained the bump that was between his eyes up here, and he either has a fungal infection and or of course heaven forbid cancer, uh either one, but they took the sample in to get it tested by the lab to see which is it and then go from there. What game plan? Antibiotics will not touch the fungal. If it's fungal infection, antibiotics will not touch it. uh he is still sleeping a lot today. He's not eating as much as he normally does. um I think he's still tired from yesterday's treatment. Um, so I'll keep you posted. I should know the results of that sample test next week. She'll call me and just go from there. Loki's 7 years old, and they're middle aged. You go 7 times 3 years to every year of our life is pretty old for them. So 7 times 3 is 21. He's 21 years old, pretty much. And so things do catch up with them. So keep Loki in your prayers. Uh, I'm somewhat upset about this, and I just hope it's not cancer. I hope it's something simple where you could treat him with the fungal infection and get it over with. But he still has drainage and sneezing on his left side of his nose. So I'm trying to keep him comfortable as possible and encourage him to eat and everything. He comes and tells me when he wants to eat, so we'll just go from there. Anyway, of course, you know of all the antics of he who shall not be named. And the GOP, what is the House Speaker doing? He's not doing his damn job, number one. And he's trying to prevent votes from happening in the Epstein files through the House and by shutting down the House. No, you can't do that. Put the votes, let the vote happen and see what comes, comes to it. See the results. Either, I'm pretty sure Trump is in the Epstein files because his picture's there. He's with them all the time. During back then when Epstein was alive, and I kind of wondered um, if Epstein, they say he committed suicide in jail. I don't believe so. I believe he was murdered to keep quiet. Um, well, look at the suspicious circumstances of Ivana Trump, Trump's first wife, how she died. I kind of wonder if she wasn't murdered too. Um, she said Trump had a tendency to get a little violent. And frankly, the guy should be she should be in a mental institution. Um, but I wish the Congress would grow a spine, the cabinet would grow a spine, do the impeachment and the 25th Amendment respectively, just to get him out of office. Now, they're saying that Vance would continue Trump's uh, program, if you will. I don't think so, because Vance has been awfully quiet, number one. I don't know if he's afraid of Trump or he's just biding his time. I don't think Vance would um, continue any of Trump's programs because through that look on everything that during that, because a pictures are worth 1,000 words. Okay, it tells you a story right there. I don't think Vance is going to continue any of those things that Trump is doing. And then again, if Trump's, you know, if he shoves off to a mortal coil or, well, you saw the pictures of him swollen ankles, swollen legs. That's telling you right there he's having heart issues. And, the guy, of course, doesn't take very good care of himself. And he won't listen to anybody or anything. Trump won't. He thinks he knows it all. Well, it didn't always work that way. Sorry, I got eyelash fall in my eye. I'm sorry. I slept good last night, but still, you know, it is when the weather keeps changing, you get kind of tired from it. But anyway, with Trump, I wish the family had the spine and put him in a mental hospital for the criminally insane. You know, he's basically endangering everyone in this country, especially with the health program and everything else. Guys, no. You need to beef up the health system and start listening to the people who you work for. I'm talking to Congress. Congress, you work for the people in the United States. You need to listen. And if people keep saying, oh, well, you're preaching the choir. No, I'm not preaching the choir. I'm telling it like it is. Okay? Because of all the years I've been on this planet and seen and heard things, that time Congress was doing its job. It was listening to the people, listening to constituents. Here you got Congress, some members of Congress that are almost joined at the hip with Trump. What they see in him, I don't know. Congress is supposed to be independent. They're not supposed to be working for Trump. They're supposed to be working for the people in the United States. So, those in Congress, wake up, grow a spine, and grow a brain. And start doing what you're supposed to do and follow the law. Okay? So anyway, what else? Oh, and Trump was trying to distract and everything else. Distractions are not working anymore. People are tired of it. He put out AI video showing President Obama being arrested and everything. Person who really should be arrested is Trump. I would love to see an AI video of Trump being arrested and removed from the Oval Office. That's what I would love to see. Him being perp walked out of the White House. And then a new president being installed. I don't think Vance is going to want the job as president. I don't think he does. He doesn't really have enough governmental experience to really know what works and what doesn't work. Unless he's a smart guy, he does a lot of research. does a lot of studying and research. If he does that, that's fine. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do in your job. You're supposed to research this, research that. Uh, can you do this? Can you do that? That type of thing. Um, Trump thinks as president he could do whatever he wants. That's not how it works. The president's pretty restricted in what he can and cannot do. He can introduce a bill into Congress, um, introduced at the Senate and they mull it over and it goes through committees and everything. And then if the House passes it to, or the Senate passes the House mulls it over, go, nah, we kind of disagree with that. And then they do a reconciliation to see, you know, in other words, compromise. And if fine, and they just send it back to the Senate, and the Senate votes on it, and it passes, and they send it to the House. The House look it over, votes on it, and passes. Then it can go to the president's desk for signature. But a lot of people don't know how that works, how a bill is created and goes through the process works. Well, if you don't know, go look it up on Google on civics, and it tells you how things work and what procedures they go through. Good way to learn. Of course, this was drummed into me in school. They taught civics in school. Taught a little bit of it in grade school, high school, or grade school, junior high, and high school, and then college. But I've noticed now a lot of school districts aren't doing that, and they should be doing that. They say, well, that's indoctrinating the kids. No, that's teaching the kids how their form of government works. And if you're not going to teach them that, then you shouldn't be a teacher. So, okay, well, let me double check my calendar, or double check my calendar here. Okay, I will see you on Friday at 1 o'clock, as always. And I'll be getting more material. Keep an eye on things like a Substack and what they're discussing, and Minus Touch. Oh, another thing too on Stephen Colbert. There's a number of things he's looking at doing, is maybe collaborating with Rachel Maddow. Matter of fact, he should collaborate with other comedians too. Trump doesn't know how to take a joke. He doesn't know how to laugh. And this thing is with CBS is it's bribery, and they say financial reasons. I'm laughing. Come on, CBS, grow a spine. Revoke that. Reverse it. Keep Stephen Colbert on the air. That's how you bring in your money. And if you don't, you're going to lose money by the end of next year. You're going to lose your reputation. You're going to lose excess money. And thing with Skydance, don't meddle with Skydance. Okay? I suggest CBS, Paramount, I suggest you guys split off. Go back to the way you were. You were separately. Paramount worked separately. CBS worked separately. Skydance, you could go do your own little thing. But don't combine together. It's not a good idea. Okay. I'd rather see a lot of these big corporations be employee owned than by a board or, you know, whatever. Okay, I will see you on Friday. Take care. Keep an eye on the sky. There's some storms that are starting to brew. And keep fighting back. Insist, persist, and push back. And push back hard. If you have any Magas that sit there and bug you and everything else, bug them back. Because that's probably the only language they understand. Push back. And tell them you guys need to get your brain examined. So anyway, take care, love to all, and I'll keep you posted on Cyrano. I'm not Cyrano, sorry. I'm thinking about him today. I'll keep you posted on Loki. Okay. I know you don't see him very often when I do my thing. Usually he's up here on the back of my neck and like, what are you doing? But now he's sleeping in the other room now. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love to all. Bye-bye.